Živjo, Ivy here, welcome back to my channel, and let's begin, not exactly setting up, but see what books I read for this month. And I would like to go on a little rant. I read only 3 books. Why? It's because of the internet and that how I already had this rant in one of my previous videos. But I don't like what books have become. Books are supposed to be enjoyable. It doesn't matter what you read, what genre or how many books. Reading was supposed to be enjoyable. And when I started reading, I believe in 21 or 22, I had so much fun reading. Like every book that I read was like 4 stars, 5 stars. That's how I felt. But now when I look at other people and their reviews and how they like to talk just so bad about books, and become just not just talking bad about books, but it's just so toxic. And because of that, I end up a little bit on a reading slump, and I wasn't reading so many books. Hence why I read only 3 books. So I kind of want to distance myself from all of that chaos that's going on. The only thing that I'm going to use the internet for is what books are coming out, certain authors that I read their books that I would like to follow, and just like save the cover of the book, and or as some people say, TBR, like adding to my reading list basically. But yeah, that's all that I'm going to do. I just want to focus on enjoying reading. That's why I started reading, and I want to keep it that way. And let's start with the first book. I continued with Emily Wilde's. This is the second book. This is Map of the Otherlands, and I do enjoy these cozy, kind of easygoing books. And in this one, a lot has been more happening than in the first one, and I like this one. Well, based on my feelings, I do like it more. So in this one, someone sent, or if you read the first book, Wendell's stepmom is trying to get rid of him, but she never really tried hard enough to really get rid of him. But now she is sending an assassination on him, and Emily's really trying hard to help Wendell find the door to his kingdom. Sadly, things happen that Emily has to go alone to search for that door. They did find it. To help Wendell and to save him, she needs his cat. Like that cat can save his life. It was a really fun book, and I absolutely love Emily. Made a friend with this elf or fae in the first book, and it's here in the second book as well. I know it's like a little small little thing that lives in the trees. I think she called him Poe. He's such a cutie, especially in the second book when he tried to help Emily and Wendell, and he baked these like cookies or something that would make Wendell feel better, which they did, but it didn't exactly heal him, but it did make him feel better. Love that little guy. Even though a certain description of him, if I remember correctly, can be a bit terrifying because his fingers are super sharp like nails. But I also did see some fan art, and he looks absolutely adorable. So yeah, in conclusion, this book has more action going on. Also, Emily, her niece joined her. Her niece is really into this, what Emily really likes about Fae world and all that. With her help, they went into the Wendell's kingdom, trying to find his cat. But things are not so simple. Like, these Fae, I don't know how humans and Fae even can exist together, because Fae just really love to play cruel things on you, and you really need to respect them or else. So yeah, that would be the first book. I really loved it. My second book is The Play by Elle Kennedy. From all of her books so far, well, from this series, this one is my favorite. I feel very strongly with this one. And it's basically more about how you ended a relationship and how to start a new one, how to heal, and all that. So, this one is about Hunter. He was mentioned, of course, in the previous books, and he decided that he wants to go for an entire year without sex, or how do you call it, celibate? Something like that. Basically, he doesn't want to have sex with no girl. Something impossible, because he's not support, but someone he looked up to was Dean, which he was from the previous series. He was a womanizer, a sex pest, honestly. And for him to say that he doesn't want to have sex for an entire year is a big deal. He wants to focus on hockey, because what happened last season, that he slept with a girl. That girl did have a boyfriend, but she didn't tell him. It was like a revenge from the woman's side towards her boyfriend. And that boyfriend ended up being in the other hockey team, and they had to, they had a game. He was just pissed. He went after Hunter, and things just didn't go well. And so that's why he decided no sex for an entire year. He met Denim, and they had this, they have to do something in school. It's not a task. It just went out of my head. Basically, they have to work. It's a project, yeah. They had to work together for a project, and she wants to be like a therapist. That's her main goal. But in her family, everyone is some kind of a doctor. Her father is a surgeon, and her father thought that she's going to go same path as he did, but she was kind of scared to tell him that she would rather be a therapist. And so that's how they get to know each other. Hunter didn't try anything on Denim because she had a boyfriend, and this is one thing that I absolutely love, but I also hate that this exists, is bro code. So basically, your friends, or even if you're not friend, as long as you're male, remember, these Elle Kennedy books are already misogyny. If they're going to cheat on their girlfriend, no man tells that. Like, it stays between them, and they totally support that. And come on, seriously? And Hunter kind of broke that. He was scared to tell Denim because they didn't know each other yet. Will she believe him or not? Because he didn't want to risk their friendship to be over, because their friendship was really good. And what I really love that Denim, when she did figure out that her boyfriend was cheating, because she didn't believe Hunter at first, I just love the way she went with it. Her emotions. She was so angry. She didn't give him a chance. And what I also didn't like, what I hate about it is how her family, Demi was with her boyfriend for a really long time. He was her first boyfriend. They wanted them to get back together. They thought, oh, it was just one time, he made a mistake. But she said, no, it was 3 times. And she just wants her family to understand that they're not going back together. That thing also kind of really made me angry. Come on, think about your daughter. She's hurt for what he did. But overall, a lot has been happening in this book, and I love this. I like this book a lot, and this in this series is my favorite book so far. And this is my last book. I went with a little bit more dark romance. And this is Scarred by Emily. I don't want to butcher her last, so I'm just gonna I'm reading Scarred. This is her second book in retellings, and I would love to support her a little bit more because she wrote quite a lot of books and she is a cancer survivor, and yeah, that's basically the reason why I want to support her. She writes basically these, she has certain romance books that are just, you know, everyday kind of romance is what I saw, but this is more dark romance retellings. And here I am. So this is Enemies to Lovers, Forbidden Love. This is about Tristan and Sarah. This is a retelling of The Lion King. So Tristan is the Scar Prince, you know, the Scar. And he is the rebel king. He wants to, of course, just like in The Lion King, he wants to dominate over his older brother and for him to take the throne. Sarah, on the other hand, is there to basically eliminate the entire family of that bloodline because of what they have done to her father. Her father went there to their kingdom to ask for help because their, I don't know, is it a kingdom or basically where she lives isn't doing so well, and her father went to ask for help and apparently he was killed. And Sarah, from a very young age by her uncle, has been told, was basically having this kind of plan what they would do. And they already have someone in that family that's helping out, and that's her cousin. So when Sarah goes there to the kingdom to be the future bride, future queen to the older brother, but Tristan then kind of keeps sliding in. These two keep meeting, and you know, things happen. But I love that it doesn't happen immediately. What I like about her books is, so far what I'm reading, that there is a build-up before it happens, and I really like that. So yeah, in this book there's a lot of manipulation, betrayal, a lot of betrayal. You don't know who to trust. I feel very bad for Sarah, for what's been happening to her. Even she is written to be a strong female character, but as usual, once a man gets there and he's hot, that's kind of a, I kind of don't like that. That then you become kind of a weak. I don't like that. And that's not just in her books, that's just almost everywhere. And come on, that needs to change a little bit. But yeah, overall, I did have fun with this book. It was a good time. Okay, now we are going back here just to color the boxes. So I read three books, so 3 boxes are going to be colored, and I think I drew too many squares or boxes. I am not gonna fill this up. And we are going to put my favorite book of this month here, and that would be The Play by Elle Kennedy. Like I said, I really have big emotions when it comes to this book. A lot has been happening and I really enjoyed it. So this book is a win for this month. And now I'm just going to write down, I don't think I ever showed this part that I'm doing of how many books that I read, owned, library. So far, no audiobooks. Even though I did look at one, and it's of course dark romance, but everyone keeps telling that it's really good, so I might look into it. And this is the end result. These are all of the books that I was reading, all of the stars that I gave. It wasn't a successful month, but like I said, I want to go back and enjoy reading. So, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao!